to the Fairy Vibrant Makeup channel. I forgot to film my intro, to be honest with you. I am so sorry. I'm a little bit jumbled because I have just literally moved into my house. So when you see this, I'm hopefully well off with all my unpacking. So as you can see, there's still boxes in the back. I'm actually filming from my new bedroom, so I'm very excited. Anyways, I was supposed to film my intro before the look, but that didn't happen. I got carried away and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to start it. And I just, yeah, lost control. But anyways, this is going to be a tutorial in kind of second go at the Morphe Jaclyn Hill. This one is Dark Magic. I have filmed and posted. I did Armed and Gorgeous first, so I'll link that one down below. And then Ring the Alarm, I'll link that one also, and then Bling Boss, and I'll link that one down below. As of this moment, I still don't have internet, so when you see this, it's going to be well in advance. It's going to be probably more in September, but I did pre-film my other stuff when I was in my apartment, and then I decided to film this one since I'm feeling a lot better. I'm more rested. I'm not as hurting. You know, I was in pain, man. We were all like hurting really bad because it was a big move. We had to move from my second floor apartment, take all the heavy stuff out, and mind you, I've had to condense a 4-bedroom house into a 3-bedroom apartment in Denver, to a 2-bedroom apartment in Denver, and then carry that 2-bedroom apartment plus all of our storage stuff into a 2-bedroom here in Albuquerque, and then finally we're in a 4-bedroom house again. So whew, no more moving. I am done. I am so happy that I'm done because I just wanted to be settled. And this is actually our second house that we've purchased, but this is like, we're done. We're not moving anymore. This is going to be the house me and my husband grow old in, my kids grow old in, so I'm very excited and I'm very happy that I'm here. We worked very hard for this, so whew. That being said, I did pre-film those looks anyways, but I will link all of those videos plus my first impressions, which is an hour long. I apologize, on the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Vault, but again, this is going to be on Dark Magic, my last one that I'm reviewing. So I wanted to let you guys know that this is a palette that I liked in the beginning, so I will let you know my overall thoughts at the end of this video. So let's get into the tutorial. Alright, so I'm going to prime my eyes with the LA Girl concealer as I did with the other palettes, and I went a little too heavy on my left eye for some reason. And then I will use Poof to set it. That's the only thing I really loved about this palette, is it had a setting shade. That's what I like using those for. Then I used oh my god, when I say that I laugh. Put in my crease. I'm sorry, my voice is still kind of scratchy because I was sick, but I'm putting that all over in my crease. And then I'll go in with Poof to kind of diffuse that a little bit. And then I'll go in with Potion. Now this one, a lot of people have had trouble of seeing. They say it's too patchy. I would go very, very lightly and then slowly build it, and that's how I feel like it worked, at least for me. So just kind of go very, very softly on it and build it as you go. And then going in with that shade again, I'm going to diffuse it a little bit more. Then I'll go in with Poof and put that on my brow bone. Alright, so now I'm going to use Inside Job, and I'm actually going to start sketching out. I kind of wanted to do this in the crease and then just kind of do maybe a smoky eye, but I wanted to try something a little different, so I'm doing like a reverse contour eye. I started off by sketching it out with Inside Job and just kind of placing the darker color on the outer portion and not going really much into the outer portion of my lid. Then I went in with Potion to kind of blend that out and make sure everything looks really seamlessly. I want to make sure that
because these colors are very difficult. Teals can be very difficult, especially matte teals, because they tend to get chalky and they tend to get patchy. Then I'll take Busted, and I'm actually going to focus this on the inner portion of my lid, making it kind of like the contour shade of the eye. But as you can see, there's some fallout there and it's a little patchy, so I'd probably recommend using a brush that's a little bit more denser. And then I use Temptress to kind of carve out my crease a little bit more, and then that way I can kind of focus on defining the inner corners of my lid. Then I took a Diversion and I used a flat brush, and I noticed the pigment was just not there, so I was kind of disappointed. I mean, it's very soft and I wanted it to really pop, and I noticed it just wasn't pigmented enough. And then I used Inside Job again to kind of blend those colors together. You can see the fallout on my eye, it's just insane. But they didn't really blend seamlessly together, so it was a little tricky to use those two shades together. I went back in with Temptress to define that inner portion, and then used, again, Potion to kind of blend it out. And I noticed that as I was using this small brush, I was making it choppy. So I should have used my fluffy brush, but I wanted to concentrate that shade a little bit more to blow out my crease. And then I'm using Poof to kind of redefine that brow bone again. And then I'm using a Q-tip just to kind of clean up those edges. I did go back in Diversion and use my finger to make it pop more. Then I went in with Mojo, and I'm putting this on the outer portion of my lower lash line. And then going in with Temptress, and then going on top of that, very lightly. I'm doing it very, very lightly. And then going in with Trickery, and focusing that on the inner corner of, or inner portion of my lower lash line. Then I'm just going to blend that out. Then take in Diversion again and pop that on the inner corner. Like I said, this shade needs a finger to make it pop more. And there's a completed look. Not my favorite. I think I could do a different look a lot better. So yeah, I mean, this is the Dark Magic palette.
Alright, so overall, the second go, I did not have good success with it. Now, I did layer my shades just like it, but I feel like these teal shades are very dry. This shade was nice to set my primer with, and then I went on with this shade, which is Shh, and then I went on with Potion in my crease. I did layer this one, and this one on top to blow it out, but I feel like when I put the Inside Job did great, but when I put Busted, and I did kind of like a reverse contour eye, I wanted to try something different since I already did a halo eye in my First Impressions one, but the teal is a bit chalky and it a bit like it had fallout. You saw it in the tutorial that I had some fallout right here. And then also I wish Temptress did a little bit better because I was trying to define the crease more and I feel like it didn't do it. It blended out very quickly. And then Busted, Temptress, and I believe, Yeah, a little bit of inside job were a little trickier to blend. I used potion to kind of blend out the edges, but I feel like it just didn't, it made it a little bit muddy. So I apologize if the look doesn't look as great as I thought it would. The second go around, I'm kind of disappointed, but I'm still keeping this palette because I love the tones in this. This one was like the palette that was my most favorite besides Bling Boss. So I really do like this palette. I don't want to give it up, so I'll probably do another look on it later on, but I want to do something different. Maybe it's just the style I used. I don't know, but I put Diversion in my inner corner because I wanted a dark inner corner since I had dark shades more or less in the inner portion of my eye. And then Mojo did great on the lower lash line, and then I blended out with Shh, and then that's so weird. And then I used Trickery in my inner portion, which did great too. So overall, the only shades that I feel like in the second go that lacked, you know, blendability and just were a little bit drier was Temptress, a little bit of Inside Job, and definitely Busted was not my favorite shade to blend out. I think once I get used to kind of conjuring up a little bit more smokier looks, I think that's going to be more or less a better option. So if you're confused on which one to get, if they are available, I will give you my top recommendations. More or less, a lot of people have been gunning for Armed and Gorgeous, and I will have to say that one performed, I think, the best out of all of them. So if you're looking for something that is very warm, very fall-esque, I definitely will do Armed and Gorgeous. I think if you are looking for warms with more orange shades in it and then a unique olive green shade, out of all the tutorials that I filmed, I feel like Armed and Gorgeous did the best, even though I liked it the least. So you have to give it a couple tries or maybe a few more tries to get it to work. And then I do like Bling Boss. I did love the way it came out, very dark. So I had a customer ask me, is this similar to the Norvina palette? I'm going to do a video comparing those two palettes so I can put that kind of to rest with some of my guests and some of you guys if you have any questions on if this is a little bit similar to the Norvina. I will say this is a little bit darker than Norvina, so I will do a video comparing both of them. And then, of course, I did like Ring the Alarm. So if you haven't picked this up, this is like the palette that we have the most stock of. Like, we ran out of all of them except for Ring the Alarm, which I'm surprised because a lot of people look for reds, but maybe the red trend is overdone. But definitely, I would pick up, if you want a really warm and you like reds, I would definitely pick up Ring the Alarm. Then, of course, the second go is Dark Magic, the one this video is about. I really didn't like the way it came out. I mean, to me, it's just a little muddy, so it could be just, I don't know, could be just I layered them wrong. I don't know. I don't know if I'll do another video on a second go on this one, or a third go on this one, but definitely if you're looking for a little bit of a challenging palette, I would say Dark Magic would be your challenge. So definitely challenge accepted. I'm going to make this work a lot better. So with that being said, that ends this little series that I did of each tutorial second go around on the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Vault collection. I know that I had a person ask me in my comments on my first impressions video if I thought the Jaclyn Hill original palette was the same formula or better than this one, and are these worth the money? Now, if you saw that video, I didn't like it. I mean, I liked it, but I didn't like it. Only because those shades I've had in the past, they were just way too similar to my Juvia's Place palette. So I'm like, if you want something unique, I would go for the Vault. But I would go for stuff that you think you can do. And honestly, as a, you know, person that sells makeup, that is trained on how to blend a little bit with tricky eyeshadows, because I know the subculture, I feel like Dark Magic is your subculture. So if you don't have patience for dark Magic, then I would definitely not do dark magic. If you do have patience, like with the subculture, then I would definitely do dark magic. It's just, yeah, and I kind of went off on subject, but yeah, I would say that if you want an all-in-one type of palette for your collection, I would say the original Jaclyn Hill isn't bad. Formula seems a little bit similar. I just feel like the mattes in this collection, the Vault collection, are a little bit creamier. However, Dark Magic has some dry shades, and that comes with teal territory, so I can vouch for that. However, I feel like if you don't want to get 4 palettes and you just want one all-inclusive type of palette, then I would get the original. But if you want unique shades, I would get the Vault. Does that make sense? I want to make sure that I'm clear on that. I'm not an expert at formulas. I'm not. I just use what works for me. I'm the type of person that I do like a challenge with my makeup, so I don't mind messing with the Vault or messing with formulas if they're difficult. I didn't like the Jaclyn Hill original just because I had those shades. I don't think, and as far as I remember, I don't think I had an issue with the formula. I think it just made a basic look for me. Nothing was unique about it. So I wanted uniqueness, so I went with the Vault. So uniqueness in colors, I'd say the Vault. If you want a standard all everyday, all-in-one colors, neutrals, everything you need, then I would go with the Jaclyn Hill original palette. So there, that kind of clarifies it a little bit. But anyways, I did enjoy these palettes. Dark Magic was a little tougher to use, second go. I had fun with Armed and Gorgeous. I feel like that one is my top pick now, even though it was my least favorite in my first impressions video. It all boils down to technique. So if you like technique and you like to really challenge yourself to technique, then I definitely would for sure get Armed and Gorgeous and the Vault. So anyways, that's the end of my video in my little series of kind of giving them a second try if I didn't like them. I was tempted to take some of them back because I was like, oh, this is so not worth it if it's going to be like this. But then I gave it a second go. I'm glad I did. I did enjoy these palettes very much. I didn't enjoy Dark Magic as much as I liked to the second go, but I don't know, I don't want to take it back because it's such a unique palette. So I do like the uniqueness of this palette. I don't have anything quite like it. Yeah, so I'm going to do another series like this with my Juvia's Place palettes. If you want me to do all of them, I definitely can. Or if you want me to do the new ones that I did in my last video, the ones that I had shown you, then I definitely will do just those 4. So let me know in the comments down below if you wanted to see all the Juvia's Place or some of them, the newer ones. And yeah, so I guess that's it. That's it, guys. I have nothing more to say about the Jaclyn Hill Morphe collection. I felt like it was pretty nice for 15 bucks a piece. That's not bad. You can't go wrong with a $15 palette, and usually I would use like Makeup Revolution, but this performs way better than Makeup Revolution for the price, and the same price too. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be posting this further in September, and then I need to start planning out my Halloween looks, which I'm so excited to get to film these in my house. So I have to unpack all of my Halloween wigs and everything like that, and just kind of dive into more or less what I want to create. So if you have any ideas in mind for Halloween looks, let me know in the comments down below what kind of looks you'd like to see. I will even search for different wigs as well if I have to, but yeah, I really enjoy doing my Freaky Friday type of thing, so I'm going to do Freaky Friday around 3, I think. This will be my 3rd. I can't remember. But yeah, I really am excited for that. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.